All right, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Jack Stansbury. I'm a voice actor in all sorts of things, but especially anime.
What got you into acting?
Um, I only recently started acting about 2.5 years ago, and it was right after I quit a job as a software developer. I
Wow.
studied computer science. That was my first career,
Oh,
and I realized it wasn't what I wanted to be doing. And so in the months that followed, I thought, like, why not? Why not, like, give it a shot and see what happens? Like, I'll try to make a successful voice acting business because I grew up watching anime, like all of us weebs did. And I was like, if I fail, I fail. It's not the end of the world. I move on to the next thing. But
right.
I did not. The ball started rolling, and it has not yet stopped.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw you're kind of new-ish.
Yeah, new-ish. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. When were you first introduced to anime?
This is like my earliest memories. So like, I feel like as long as I've been alive, I've been enjoying anime. My family had like DVDs of all the Studio Ghibli movies,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
so I've seen like Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke each probably like 60 times. Those were all in regular rotation. So those films, and then obviously Toonami. I'm a big Naruto guy, so
Oh,
watching
yeah.
weekly Naruto release, that was a big one.
Yeah. And what other positions or jobs have you held or do you hold in the industry other than voice acting?
You mean like showbiz?
Yeah, just in general, like do you script write? Do you translate?
Gotcha. It's just acting so
Okay.
far.
So
I'm
far.
totally open to doing other. Yeah. I would love to do other kinds of work in showbiz, but right now it's just acting.
Okay. Yeah, what do you do in your free time?
I read a lot. I'm a voracious reader. Big
Oh,
fantasy
awesome.
sci-fi guy. Big Brandon Sanderson fan. Been reading a lot of plays recently too,
Oh,
because I'm going to grad school for acting. I'm getting like a master's degree in acting this fall.
really?
Yeah, so I have 5 billion plays to read before I start. So a lot of that too.
That is awesome. Well, best of luck on that.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying so.
Yeah. How did you get your start with anime? Cuz you said it was during COVID. So how did that all come about? What process was that like?
Yeah, sure. So when I started voice acting, I wasn't working in anime. Like most people, I was just kind of like online voice acting person. Um, but I moved to Houston because things had started going well with VO. Like I'd started building a resume, started making a little money, and I thought I wanted to take it more seriously. So I moved here because I don't know if you or people watching this video know this. Houston is kind of a voiceover market. Texas is in general. Um, and once I moved here, stuff started to pick up. I signed with an agent, and my agent eventually got me in the door for like a 30-minute, super fast general audition with Sentai. It was like I got to do two cold reads with every director there in the room, and that was it. And from that, I booked Haikyuu and Shenmue. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw a little teensy bit of the Shenmue dub on Toonami. I'm a big Sega fan and I love
Oh, okay,
Shenmue.
gotcha.
And I'm just like, wow, this is pretty good.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
super fun. It was a
Yeah.
really interesting experience working on that show.
Favorite projects you've worked on so far?
I mean, Urusei Yatsura is definitely up there. It's like every single time we go into record, it's just smiles all around. We say the same thing every single time we're broken, right? Like me and Shannon, the director, and David Lasco, who's usually our audio engineer. He's like, this show is so funny. This show is so
Yes.
good. It's so fun to work on. Other than Urusei Yatsura, another show I worked on with Shannon was Your Boy Kong Ming. And I had a pretty small part in that show. I was like a single episode antagonist named Rio. But I don't know what it was, man. It was just like magic was in the air. That session was just so fun. So much creative energy is wonderful, and I'm super happy with the final product.
Awesome. I've heard very good things about that anime.
Oh my god, it's incredible, and the dub is so good. I think it's Joe Daniels and Juliet Simmons. I think they're the two leads, and they crush it. They're so good.
I'll have to check it out. I know you don't have a huge like pool of things, but what's the most challenging role you've had so far?
It's an interesting question. I don't know that I've ever thought of any gig I've worked as being like hard.
Yeah.
Usually it's fun. Like the hard part is living as a working actor. Once you
Fair?
book the gig, you get to like have fun in the booth with a bunch of cool creative people. I will say, Urusei Yatsura is very physically challenging. There
Yeah.
are sessions where like usually the longest you go is 4 hours. And at the end of a 4 hour session of Urusei Yatsura, which is full of, screaming and lots of extremely like bombastic, like loud gags, I'm just dead.
Yeah, it seems like just listening to the dub, it sounds like you all had so much fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah, every time.
Now, moving into the actual Urusei Yatsura questions, what
Yeah.
did you know about the property going into the dub?
Not a ton, which was slightly on purpose. I try not to do a huge amount of research before when I book a gig because I feel like if you watch like 5 million episodes of a show and like read every wiki page before you go in, as an actor, you can become inflexible because part of your job is to go in there and like receive direction. Like a
Right.
director tells you how to do things and to change. And so if you do a huge amount of research, I feel like that can get in the way of that. But I did know, it was a remake of this like very beloved golden age of anime show. I was familiar with the humor, what was going on. I watched a few episodes. I watched a few clips of the BBC dub.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Matt Lucas, what a G. So I knew enough to know what I was getting into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What was the auditioning process like for this show?
It was really quick. I feel like most auditions at Sentai are pretty quick. Like you're like in and out of them, like 15 minutes. The only things we dubbed were like Mendo's like 3 or 4 introductory scenes. So like in the first half of episode 3, there's like him in the plane with his grandpa, and then which is hilarious. It's so
Yes.
funny. And then skydiving in, and then like in the classroom for a little bit, and that was it. We did not do the cave scream, which was surprising to me because that's obviously like his big moment in that first episode.
Yeah, I just watched that the other day and I was dying laughing.
It's so good. I'm so happy with how that turned out. I'm glad you
Yes.
enjoyed it.
Yes, it's so funny. I think Abby said it was funny as well. Did you audition for any other characters, or was it just they put you in as Mendo?
Yeah, I auditioned for Atadu as well.
Okay.
Yeah, which it was a good audition. But I definitely think I fit Mendo a little better.
Yeah.
I feel I kind of immediately felt a kinship with him.
What do you and Mendo have in common, if anything?
Oh, definitely the narcissism. He likes showing off and he likes being cool and he likes appearing cool to people, and that's definitely something I identify with. Yeah, unabashedly, by the way. I love being like that. Thankfully, I don't have nyctophobia or claustrophobia. Thank God.
Very good.
So those aren't two things that I share with him.
And how did you find the voice for Mendo? What were they going for with that? Like what were they looking for?
Yeah. If I trying to remember what they told me in the audition, because like I said, these things move fast. You get into the room, they give you like a 3-sentence description of the character, and you can like ask a question, but you gotta go. It's you move quickly. I think they said that he was very cool and kind of like high class, and he wants people to know that he's kind of better than them. Yeah, I think that was it. That was literally all the information I got.
Okay, fair. How involved, if you're aware, was the Japanese staff with this dub?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
They weren't in the recording sessions. I know sometimes they are in some shows, but they were not for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was going to kind of lead into, I was kind of hoping that would answer. There was a very long delay between the dub being announced and the dub actually coming out.
Right, yeah.
Do you know why that is?
I don't know. What I can tell you is that from the time I auditioned to the time we started releasing wasn't as long. I think I auditioned in like late December, and then we started recording like a few weeks after that, and then yeah, we moved pretty quickly from there on. I can say all the folks at Sentai work really hard all the time. So no matter what it appears like, it's almost certainly not laziness or anything. Their schedules are like totally packed constantly.
Tell us more about the recording session of the cave episode.
Yeah, sure. I would like to say first, just as a reminder, this is like Mendo's first episode that this is in. So this was the first recording session. And it was like pretty low key before that. Oh, actually, no, there's a few screams. But I was really nervous about it because I knew that moment was like, it was in the trailer, right? It's like really important for this character. That joke is so perfect. It's like a selling point. And I knew if I didn't nail it, it would be like a huge disappointment. So I was tempted to try and rehearse it and figure it out beforehand, but I decided not to. And the day of, I don't know, man, it just happened. It worked. We got it in one take.
Wow, that's even better.
Yeah, and everyone was like, as soon as it happened, we were like, "Yep, nope, we're good, we got it."
Yeah, I don't want to murder your voice.
Yeah, very considerate of them.
Yes. Was there any dialogue the director had to explain in detail due to the Japanese cultural context?
Not so much, actually. I feel like the scripts that we've gotten, like the ADR writers, did a pretty good job of making everything fairly self-explanatory. For like a Western audience, and for as a Western actor, me being able to understand it in the booth. There's an episode where Mendo's sister is like tormenting the gang on New Year's as like a New Year's celebration, and at the end of it, Mendo and Atsudu like get like flown up into the sky on a firework and blown up. And they say a word, and I don't remember what it is right now, but apparently it's like a common like Japanese expression for when like there's fireworks happening. It's like a celebration thing that comes to mind, but not too much.
Yeah, because in episode 2, Cherry has his chant for warding off thunder. He says Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Right.
Yeah, and there's text on screen that explains that. So I wasn't sure if there
Gotcha.
was anything like that for you specifically.
Yeah, Mendo comes from like this like capitalistic family. It's pretty materialistic, so most American, I feel like, viewers will understand that.
I think that's the end of the actual Urusei Yatsura questions. Anything else you want to say to the Urusei Yatsura fans out there?
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much for watching. We're having the times of our lives making it. It's such a fun show. We hope you enjoy it. We hope you continue enjoying it. And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, so we've got a few wrap-up questions here.
Yeah, sure.
What's your dream role? If you could have any character or just be on a show of your choice, what would you pick?
Oh man, it's got to be Edward Elric. FMAB, yeah.
Yes.
That'd be the coolest thing in the fucking universe.
Yes. I actually did 2 videos on Full Metal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're my babies.
That
was like my 500 sub anniversary. The first part's like an hour and 15 minutes. The second part's an hour. It took months and months and months of reading magazines, listening to commentaries. I got to interview the little girl, now adult, that voiced Alicia Hughes.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Those are my babies. If you have time, definitely give them a watch.
Oh yeah, I have. Your videos. Yeah. I certainly will. Yeah. I thought you meant the shows for a second. I was like, many times. Many times.
Full Metal. I've watched that. I've watched both so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And what other shows that you're in would you recommend to the audience other than Urusei Yatsura, of course?
Oh man, I mean, Haikyuu is easily, my part is the tiniest part in the world. I'm like a kind of not notable character in the newest season at Nationals, but it's easily my favorite sports anime ever. I've rewatched it so many times. It's got so much heart. I love Haikyuu. Also, your boy Kong Ming, if you're looking for something a little bit newer. I'm someone who I have in the past often stuck to like my favorites from yesteryear. Mm-hmm. I'll rewatch things before I pick up a new seasonal anime. But if you're looking for something new, I feel like your boy Kong Ming it's got so much heart. It's so light. It's so fun. So if you're just trying to feel good, watch your boy Kong Ming. It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What words of wisdom do you have for prospective actors or voice actors?
Oh man, work as much as you can. Which is like, it sounds obvious. I want to clarify that. Like almost without have self-respect. Don't do things that are compromise your integrity or standards. But just try to get out there as much as you can. Read for as many roles as you can. Try to get as much experience as you can, and through that, you'll meet people. You will refine your sense of competency, and I don't know. That's what worked for me, and it might work for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anything you want to advertise? Social media, a show that just came out, a Twitch stream, what have you?
Probably just my like Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Jack Stansbury VO on both.
Okay.
And if you stay tuned, you'll hear about some cool stuff soon.
Yeah, so I know this is really quick, but yeah, thanks again, and you have a great rest of your evening.
Thanks, you too. All right, talk to you later.
Bye.